I'll record. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. Sorry we had to kind of push back the call a little bit. It was my last day of work, and of course I got home at like 8:15, ate dinner, and here I am. So that'll be the last time I'm doing that. But so tonight it's our last Coach Basics call. So I kind of want to touch a little bit on a lot of things, just so we make sure that you guys have kind of like a good solid foundation going forward. One of the things I wanted to talk about tonight was objections, because you're going to get a ton of objections. People are going to tell you it's too much money. People are going to tell you they don't like to drink their meals. People are going to say, I'm not a shake person. People are they're going to come up with so many different excuses. And all that really means is that they're unsure of either themselves or unsure of you, meaning they might not trust you yet. They might not understand what you're doing. And an objection is really just a question, more like a question to what's going on. So the way I like to kind of handle objections is to kind of stop them from happening in the first place. And the way you do that is by having a really good conversation. And that's also what we're going to talk about tonight, is really making sure, and I hope you guys all got that GoPro by Eric Worre, the book, or you listened to the audio, on really how to have a conversation. And it's not to be salesy or to get somebody, but it's really just about doing it in a processed way that you're getting the information that you need in order to really show these people, that they don't have energy, that it's hard for them to wake up in the morning, that when they go down the stairs, it's hard, for them to breathe. Like all those things, like you have to make that person realize by asking them, we'll just start off with a conversation. And that's what I was talking to Tracy about before the call, is we can maybe just do like a little mock conversation of how I'm going to be talking to Tracy, where I'm getting the information that I want and I'm taking control of the conversation. Because a lot of times people will see your pictures, they'll see your event invitation, and they'll message you and they'll say, tell me what the 21-day fix is. And you know what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to vomit all over them and say, the 21-day fix is the most awesome program ever. It's with Autumn Calabrese. And you get all these containers and you fill them with food, and then you do the exercise. And the person's like, oh my goodness, what is this? And it scares them. And honestly, I'd be scared too. But from our perspective, we're just really excited. But coming from the other end, it scares people. So if somebody asks me, hey, tell me what that 21-day fix thing is all about, I would say, great, I would love to share what it's done for me. Can you tell me why you're interested? So you can see how I took that, instead of just vomiting all over them, I said, I would love to tell you all about this and what it's done for me. Can you tell me why you're interested? This way you are ending with a question. And that's what I say I always want to do, is everything when I'm talking to someone, I'm always ending it with an open-ended question. That way the person kind of has to give me detail. And then from there, depending upon how well you know the person, if they're a brand new friend or if you've known them from high school, some people are not going to trust you right off the bat. So a lot of times I'll say, why are you interested? I want to lose weight. Well, that doesn't tell me much, does it? So I have to, you really almost have to be like a detective and go even deeper. Okay, can you tell me why do you want to lose weight? How much weight do you want to lose? So you really want to keep asking those questions until you almost, kind of like your beach body why, you want to get their why out of them. Yeah, we all want to lose weight. Yeah, we all want to, look not skinny, but we all want to have that physique or whatever. But we have to know why does somebody want to do that? Are they going on vacation? Are they getting married? Are they sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? We have to get to the feeling that it really comes down to that person. So let me just close this door. So say the person tells you they want to lose 10 pounds for, their sister's wedding that's coming up soon. And then you can say, oh, that's great. Like, your sister's wedding's coming up. Are you doing anything now? Are you doing anything currently? So you always kind of just want to keep the questions coming to where you kind of can fully understand what they need and what they're feeling with that. So, say they tried Jenny Craig and it didn't work, and say, well, where do you feel like you struggle with the most? Do you have a lot of energy? Did you ask them about Jenny Craig, like what they didn't like about it? So you're really just being that detective and just getting in there really deep. And in the group, in the Coach Basics group, I have like the How to Have a Conversation document, and I have a list of different questions in there that you can ask people. Obviously, don't ask them 10 million questions at once. Do it piece by piece. So you ask them why they're interested, you get that back. You really want to make the conversations not go slow, but you want to take your time. You don't want the conversation to be over in 5 minutes, because that's not showing that you're caring about them. That's showing that you're just trying to get a quick sale from them. You really want to learn about the person and show them that you're in this to really know what their needs are, know what their goals are, know what their struggles are. That way you can help them with those struggles. Because, the 21-day fix will work, but unless you really get to that struggle part of why it's hard for people, maybe they just need that support and motivation. Maybe they just need you texting them every morning, asking them if they did their workout. So really just knowing the individual person is going to help you as a coach get them success, because that's really what we're trying to do. We're not yes, we make money from selling challenge packs and Shakeology, but our job really is to get people results. And if we can do that, then we're both going to be successful. But we have to know what their struggles are and what they need for us to help them get results. And obviously, I know Beachbody has a program that can literally help every single person. We just have to find the right one for each person. And kind of going a little bit deeper into that is, sometimes people will see like my 21-day fix results and they'll ask me about it. And as I talk to them, I'm like, you know what? Maybe the 21-day fix wouldn't be for you. Maybe you would like Insanity Max 30 instead, or maybe doing the 3-day refresh first would help you because you're going away in 5 days or, like a week, and you need that jumpstart result. So maybe that. So, you're really just trying to find the best solution, not just sell whatever is on sale for the month, even though 21-day fix is awesome and I love it. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much with that, but Tracy, did you want to kind of add anything and then maybe do like a little mock conversation?
No, I think you covered, just be real with people, have a conversation with them. They know if you're genuine, if you're not genuine, and just like today, I had a person I've been working with. I haven't talked to her in a week, and she doesn't have Facebook. So I sent her a text message, hey, she's getting ready for her brother's wedding. Are you still hanging in there? How's things going? And she was just so appreciative, just to hear from me, that I had took the time to send her a message. That's what's important. Like you said, trying to get them results. So it's important to check in with people and have those conversations.
Yeah, and really care about people of not like, hey, are you ready to join yet? No, like ask them first how they're doing. Like be a real person, Don't just jump the gun to business things, but really care about the person and build that relationship with people, because that's what it's really about. And also the follow-up. I think in GoPro he says it takes 5 to 8 times for you to get a yes. So 8 out of 10 times you're gonna get no's. Maybe like 1 or 2 times you'll get a yes, like right off the bat. But most of it's going to take those 5 to 8 exposures, meaning those 5 to 8 conversations with people, to really build up that relationship and for them to really make that commitment. Because, maybe they're not ready. Maybe October isn't the time. But if you are a good coach and you follow up with them, you check in with them, you see how they're doing, you see how Thanksgiving went for them, or their school trip went for their daughter. If you do that, people know that you're in it really to help them, and that you care about them beyond just a challenge pack. Tracy, did you want to be the customer and I'll be the coach?
Sure. So we're just going to wing this, right?
Wing it and try and give me objections that you have gotten. Or Kirsten and Kim, maybe have you guys gotten any objections that you want to learn how to overcome?
Okay, so hey Rose, I seen your Facebook post on 21 Day Fix. I saw that on TV. Do you like it?
Hey Tracy, I'm so glad you reached out to me. Yeah, I love the 21 Day Fix. Why are you interested in it?
Well, I see everybody else doing it, and I've been meaning to lose some weight. I've gained about 30 pounds the past 2 years, and I really need to drop some weight. I had my baby, and I just can't get that weight off. I've tried everything.
Can you tell me what you've tried?
Of course. I tried some diet pills. They didn't work good, though. As soon as I finished those diet pills, I gained all my weight back. I did the no carbs, but I was so ill. My husband couldn't stand me. I also did Slim Fast, and I like Slim Fast. It was good.
And what about all those 3 things that didn't work for you? What do you think was missing from those that didn't give you results?
I think everything was just temporary and fast. You can't take diet pills for too long. The doctor won't prescribe them to you.
That is very true. Have you tried doing anything fitness-wise?
I just really don't have time to work out. I'm just busy. I'm really busy. I work. I have a daughter. My husband works night shift. I'm just so busy. I don't have time for that.
I can totally understand. I'm not a mom, but I work a lot of hours and 6 days a week, so I totally get it. How much time do you think you would be able to work out if you just did it from home and didn't have to drive anywhere?
Well, if I worked out from home, I could probably do it after dinner. Maybe I have 30 minutes. I don't know if I have longer than that.
Okay, 30 minutes is reasonable, and you can really get a good sweat in 30 minutes. Can you tell me a little bit about your nutrition? Just give me kind of a common, regular, normal day of what it looks like.
Oh, yeah. I try not to eat any bread at all. Bread's bad for you. I don't eat any bread. I do like my Diet Pepsi, though. I can't give up my Diet Pepsi. Love Diet Pepsi. I try to eat salads for lunch every day. Every day I have a salad. And for dinner at nighttime, I usually have some vegetables and some chicken. I'm not a breakfast person.
So you don't eat breakfast at all?
Oh, no. I'm just getting my daughter ready in the morning, trying to get out the house. I don't have time for breakfast. I don't have time for it.
Are you really hungry in the morning? Do you have a lot of energy? Or is that why you drink the soda, is to kind of give you a pep in your step?
Well, I actually drink 6 cups of coffee every morning, Rose, because I'm exhausted.
You're crazy. Okay, sorry, I interrupted. I wouldn't have said that.
Don't say that. Girls, don't say that. That does not help. Don't say that.
Okay, so you have 6 cups of coffee throughout the day.
In the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
Yeah.
And does that help you throughout the day, or do you kind of get any crashes?
Yeah, I usually crash about 3 o'clock.
And then what do you typically do for that, the soda?
Yeah, then I usually have soda.
Okay. And
grab a candy bar or something like that. I like chocolate.
Do you usually feel drained at the end of the day, like after work and putting the kids to bed?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted. Okay. Well, I think there is huge room for improvement that you can really kind of dial in and really make this possible for you, and not just something that's short term, something that is going to be able to fit into your lifestyle. If I sent you a video about the 21-day fix, would you be able to watch it?
Sure, I could do that.
When do you think you could watch it by? That way I can follow up and answer any of your questions.
Well, I got to get the kids to bed and take a bath tonight. How about I watch it in the morning and I could touch base with you tomorrow, maybe?
Okay, that sounds great. I'll send you the video, and then I'll reach out to you tomorrow night around 8 o'clock.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, great. I'll talk to you then. So you see how I kind of kept asking those questions, and of course, we kind of just winged it, but I love to get to that point where, okay, I have enough information, and I think this lady obviously needs Shakeology. She needs to eat breakfast. She needs to get off the soda and all of the coffee, at least 5 cups of the coffee.
I really drink 6 cups of coffee.
Do you?
Yes.
Still?
Just black, though.
You're crazy. Wow.
I'd
be like, woo, I'd be out there. But I would really just, you have all this information, and I love using if I sent you a video, would you be able to watch it? Yes. Don't send them the video. Ask them, when will you be able to watch it by, so I can follow up with you and answer any of your questions. This way, you have a time where you're going to follow up with them. So when you get to, say like you just sent the video, and then you haven't heard from them in 3 days, and you're like, all right, like, how do I follow up with them? Is it the right time now? And you're kind of like, I don't want to bother them. I don't know when the right time is to message them. Then that's when you can, so if you do this, ask them when they can watch the video by, you already have that time when you're going to follow up with people, so you're not being a pain, or you're not thinking that you're being a pain. You already told them of a time and day that you're going to follow up with them. So when you do follow up with them, obviously I would have probably sent her the 21-day fix video, and I would have sent her a Shakeology video. And then when I follow up with her, I'm going to ask, what did you like about the video? And I highlight like, because you don't want to ask people, so what did you think? When you ask people, what do you think? They're going to try to get really philosophical with you, and get really deep with it, and really think about, but if you ask people what they like about it, you're going to get positive things back. You're not going to get negative things. So that's really going to help you with getting those objections out of the way and not even happening. But there are other times where people do give you those objections. Well, it's just really, so say me and Tracy were back on the follow-up, and Tracy told me, you know what, I think it's a great idea, but I don't think I have time. I don't have any money to spend on that. And I could say, I totally understand, where you're coming from. I felt the same way when I first started. And be honest, tell people how you felt. And this is called the feel, felt, found method. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I found once I started drinking Shakeology, I wasn't eating as much at night, or I found that I wasn't going out to lunch and getting $10 Panera sandwich. Or if you haven't experienced that yourself, you can say, oh, I know how you feel. My mother felt the same way, but when she realized that she wasn't coming home exhausted every day, it was worth it to her to feel better. So feel, felt, found. And you can honestly use that with any objection. Another good one is to say, because a lot of people, there's obviously other products out there. We don't want to be blind to thinking that Shakeology is the only shake out there. Obviously, I think it's the best one out there, quality wise, and overall wise. I don't know what otherwise there would be. But, when people ask you, oh, well, I knew someone that did Isagenix, what do you think about it? Or, why is it different? You can be like, I don't know what's different. I don't do Isagenix. But what I do know is my mother lost 10 pounds. What I do know is Shakeology gave me so much energy that I don't have to, drink 10 sodas every day. All I know is, it lowered my friend's cholesterol by 20 points or whatever it is. So never poo-poo on another product because it just makes you look bad. You don't want to be that person. Like say you're at, like you were getting appliances, right? And someone's like trying to sell you on Whirlpool, but you really want GE, and they kind of pick up on that, but they started like saying bad things about like Whirlpool. You know what I'm getting at. When people start being negative and kind of doing that like slimy stuff, nobody wants to be a part of something like that. So say, I don't know about Isagenix, but all I know is, and just tell them all, about Shakeology, this made me feel that way. It made my sister blah, blah, blah. It made my mom da-da-da. Or, all I know is Rose was really successful as a Beachbody coach. She just left her job today. So you can really use that one too, kind of for almost all of those objections. Tracy, do you have any objections, things that you use?
Pretty much, I tell them that I personally, when people say it's really expensive, I tell them, well, I've actually saved money myself. I compare like with the grocery money I was spending before and how much less I'm actually spending now because I've learned how to meal prep and cook things in advance instead of going out to eat. I always ask them, do you go out to eat during the week? Are you stopping at the gas station to buy coffee or, to buy a biscuit or something for breakfast in the morning? Usually most people do grab fast food or something like that. So that's something you can always use to compare. And another thing I want to go back on, I know you were talking about how important it is to ask questions. I recently just had someone, and I thought, the 21-day fix would be perfect for her because most people beginning a program, the 21-day fix is ideal for them. And then I'll go in to find out the reason why she had gained so much weight is she had broken her ankle, like both of her ankles. She was in a car wreck, and she had to have like these metal rods put in, and she could, barely do any walking or anything right now. So actually, she wouldn't have been able to do 21-day fix. The meal plan she could, but as far as exercise, something more like Tai Chi or something like that she could use. And you don't have to know everything about those programs. That's all in your online office, and she's been very successful with that. So, really asking those questions to find out why the person's gained the weight, why they want to lose weight, what they can do, what they've tried. It really is beneficial. Helps out.
Definitely. I did a call on handling objections, and I just pulled up like a document I had from it. And the one thing I kind of forgot was you really need to watch your mindset, meaning change the way you feel about it, and you will change how people react to how you feel. So even though and this happened to me in the beginning with Shakeology, I felt personally it was too expensive. So even though I wasn't telling that to people, I wasn't saying, well, I think it's I'm not telling that to people. But when I was talking to people, it was coming out somehow, it was still coming out in the language, in the tone, in my belief. So I really needed to change my mindset of why having something of quality was way better than something that was only $30 that people could get at GNC. So I did a lot of on Team Spirit. So that was kind of the team I belonged to before I created my own. I would kind of scroll through and see other people's before and afters and see what what their progression was with Shakeology. And then even like looking in the success stories in the Coach Online office, in the videos, they have like all success stories of all different people, you know, whether it's with Shakeology or workout program or just with the business opportunity. And that really got me like, okay, you know what? This has helped so many people. You know, this is giving people value. This is giving people back their life. And I think anybody would pay any amount of money to get their life back. So that's kind of like where you have to shift that mindset of, do you believe in the product? If you believe it's too expensive, you're going to get a lot of other people thinking that it's too expensive. So go back, you know, ask your upline coach of other success stories. Look in the Coach Online office for success stories. Do your research on the superfoods and how it really does help people. So really give yourself that knowledge to where you're changing that mindset, so you don't kind of project that on to other people. And I already said, don't be on the defense with other products. We're not negative. We don't want to show that, you know, share that stuff with other people. We don't want to project that either. So just say, hey, I don't know about Advocare. All I know is Shakeology has, and then ... whatever it's done for you or somebody else. And then always remind people, and I think people get away from this, is about the 30-day money-back guarantee. If people try it and they don't like it, they can eat the whole bag. They get their money back. And I say it like this. Hey, I don't want to sound salesy, so I'm telling people straight off the bat, I don't want to sound salesy, but I have to let you know that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee, bottom of the bag guarantee. So you can eat the whole thing, and if you don't like it in 30 days, you can return it. So if people are kind of like weary about it, or they're not really 100% sure, at least they kind of have that peace of mind that there is that 30-day money-back guarantee. And that reminded me too of, you know, if you have a fear about something, just say it to people. Be like, you know, I'm totally brand new at this, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, but I'm really excited, you know, what it's doing for my team, or I'm really excited to get started even though I'm brand new. Or, you know, I don't want to sound salesy, but the 21-day fix is on sale this month, and I would hate for you to miss that opportunity to save $20. So you can even start with your fear of, you know, what's kind of going on in your head, and letting people just know that up front. I think that just shows your vulnerability and just makes you a real person, and shows them that you're not being like a salesperson. And then also, you know, towards the end, after you have talked and asked all of those questions, be really specific with what they're getting. They are getting a coach for free. If you were to go to a gym and just get a personal trainer, I don't even know, I've never gotten one before, but there's a lot of freaking money for like, I think like 5 sessions. I don't know, maybe like $250. I could be totally off. But they have a coach for life. They have somebody that they can always turn to. So don't think that you can't really highlight that, you know? And I think that's a huge piece of the puzzle, obviously. And be specific with what they're getting with the workouts. You're getting, you know, if we're talking about the 21-day fix, you're getting cardio fix, upper fix, lower fix, Pilates fix, and the 10-minute abs. You're getting and this is after you've talked to them. You're not saying this all in the beginning. You're getting the portion control meal containers. You're getting the support and motivational support group. You're getting me as a free coach to help you with your meal planning and to show you what blah, blah, blah. And you're getting 30 meals. You're getting 30 meals of Shakeology, all for $140. I think that's a pretty good freaking deal. Like, they get to keep the workouts, obviously. It's not a membership that keeps going. So people get a lot for just $140. There's no way you can get any of that at the gym. So just be specific with what they're exactly getting. And then, you know, if they do, after all of that, tell you no, ask them to tell you more and ask questions for clarification. So, ask them why is now not a good time? Or, if it's a shake thing, ask them, what kind of shakes have you tried before? Or like some people say, oh, I tried Shakeology and I didn't like it. And I say, oh, okay, what flavors did you try? How did you make it? And then they end up telling me that they just put it in a cup with water and ice and shook it. And I'm like, no, you need to put it in a blender. So ask those clarifying questions. If it's about the coaching opportunity, and they're like, nah, I don't like that network marketing stuff. Ask them, oh, have you ever done network marketing before? Have you had a bad experience before? So really asking them, instead of saying, oh, okay, that person's done, they don't want it, kind of ask those clarifying questions. Why is now not a good time? What have you tried before? Have you ever tried, have you ever been in a network company before? Have you ever had a bad experience before? And the last thing for objections is sometimes I'll get people with like the weirdest objections, and I'll actually make a Facebook post about it. So I think like one person that I was talking to just didn't like believe in herself. And I made a post about it the next day. I obviously didn't say, hey, Kristen, this post is for you. I said it in a way of, having belief in yourself, blah, blah, blah. And she actually obviously saw my post and she's like, you know what, that just gave me so much that gave me a lot of confidence, and that really showed me that I could do something if I put my mind to it. If I didn't, like worried, like she was just very fearful, and she was acting on her fear instead of acting on her dreams and kind of shifting that mindset. So, making posts about people's objections, but not saying, hey, you, but it's a good way to show people, and also a good way because if one person has that objection, I'm sure other people are going to have that objection too. Anything else, Tracy, that you wanted to add? Was that a yes or a no? I couldn't see you. No. Okay. So we went over conversations, we went over objections, and then what was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Anyone can just shout it out, because I thought there was one more thing. I'm just looking in the emails now. Okay, I think, I just said about inviting conversations and overcoming objections. Kirsten, Kim, I think Gina might be on the phone. Do you guys have any questions or any objections?
I have a question.
Sure.
What's a good way to recover from the word vomit thing?
Lead with your fear. Say, oh my God, I am so sorry. I am brand new at this and I didn't mean to Beachbody vomit all over you. LOL. Let's start fresh. Can you tell me why you're, and then start off slowly. So yeah, you can totally just be like, man, I messed up big time. I apologize. I'm sorry. Can we start over fresh?
Okay. Yeah, I felt like, because I had some people that were interested, and the first few of them, I did the whole conversation thing and, talked to them before I even, talked to them about the product. And then it kind of got later in the night and I was wanting to go to bed. So I just, Beachbody vomited all over them.
Hey, I've done it. I'm sure Tracy has done it plenty of times. But really using that GoPro method of asking those questions and then using that, if I sent you a video, will you be able to watch it to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Change gears. Do you know what I mean? And take control of the conversation. And the videos are awesome. I use them all the time. That way I don't have to explain everything. It does it for me in 3 minutes. Done. So it's a good transition. to get past like, okay, like I asked you all those questions, now what? You know,
All right.
and I really think, you know, making sure you get that follow-up time. I personally like to try to get people on the phone because I think they can just kind of hear your authenticity a lot better than just on a Facebook message. And yes, it's scary to get on the phone with people. And boy, I would sweat like so bad. Like when I would get on the phone with people, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe like I'm actually doing this. But I'm sure like my first couple of conversations were horrible. But you just learn as you go and you get better at it. And then you can always just also say too, hey, I'm completely new at this. Do you mind if my coach Rose hops on the call with us? And then you just let me know when we do like a 3-way call.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Tracy, do you have any tips for that? Or do you do the same?
No, I do Facebook messaging and phone calls also. Especially, it seems like the older crowd doesn't Facebook as much, and they don't they want to talk to you. You know, just call me, and I spaz out anyways when I talk to people. Like I get really loud, I'm really excited, and I'm like, oh, you know. So really just have to. Same thing when you're on the phone with them, ask the same questions, you know, and if they know that you believe in it, then usually they'll believe in it too, and they'll follow you.
Kirsten, any questions?
Yes. What do you do when I have a mommy at my bus stop and she has twins, and I was this was like a long time ago, I was just talking about Beachbody. And she's like, oh, I can't. She's like, I'm not athletic. She's like, I can't. She's like, I would never be able to do it. And I was like, you know, that was before like I became a coach and everything. It was like kind of like a week or so before. And so I've been talking about it to her necessarily because I think, well, I mean, I don't think you necessarily have to be like super athletic to do the videos. It involves, you know, like moving. I'm just like, I don't know what kind of like where to go, like to tell her, you know, that I want to be like, oh no, it's fine. And then she like gets it and is like, I cannot believe you like think I can do this. So I kind of don't know where to go from there.
Tracy, do you want to answer this first?
Yeah, I get that a lot. Like my sister, she just started, and I always use her as an example. I'll say, well, my sister, she's not athletic at all either. She never has been, but the workouts, I'll have a modifier on them, and you just start at your own pace, and hopefully every day you can build yourself up each day. That's usually what I go for with that. Let them know that there's a modifier, and you don't expect them to start off, you know, full force, lifting 10-pound weights. You know, they can ease their way into it.
Okay. I will do that.
And then I would also say too, you can say to her, hey, you know, I've been thinking about the conversations that we've been having, and I think it would be a great idea, or, you know, do you mind if I send you some videos? That way you can kind of see the different options that are available. Because maybe like she likes dancing, so maybe size would be more her style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because size is more fun. I mean, you're dancing, but in the same sense, you're still getting a good workout.
Oh my God, I did it on Saturday, and like there was a move. I'll do it because it was fun. Like you had to like do this or something like that. Oh my shoulders. My shoulders were killed. They still hurt. And I was like, oh my goodness. And you know, I've been doing like Insanity Max 30 and Pyo, and like that dance move really like gets your shoulders. So yeah, while you're having fun, you're totally getting a great workout too. So that might be something for her, or even like hip hop abs.
Yeah.
That one's like, so I would send her videos, be like, okay, so I've been thinking about you and the conversations we've been having, and I think we have really great options. Do you mind if I send you some video, like short videos, and you can kind of watch them and see that you don't need to be anywhere near an athlete?
I know, because she has 6-month-old twins on top of having her first grader little girl, and I could tell she's so just like, because I told her, I was like, I lost 85 plus pounds after having, my second daughter. It's been that, she's 4 now, and she's like, oh my gosh, how the heck did you do that? And I didn't have Beachbody at the time, but I wished that I would. That's my whole point. I'm like, it's so much nicer when you have a group of people that you can get such great support from. And I think that's where she's kind of leaning towards it, but then she keeps saying, oh, well, I'm not sure. I'm just listen, I'm going to come over to your house and I'm going to put the DVD in. I'm going to make you do it with me. I'm like it.
Hey, maybe you do need to have a play date or something.
Where I'm just going to start hosting block parties at the end of my street. I'll be out there by myself doing the videos.
I mean, no, I'm serious though. We can, once I finally move down there, we can, we call it a shake and share.
So do that.
Yes, everyone, we'll invite everyone from Cape May, and we'll do different try different workouts and stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
And with her, it still might be just her, that she needs to get to that place where she's ready for it.
I think that's a good part to it.
Yeah. And maybe even showing her T25 or see where her biggest objection is. Is it with the time? Is it with her being scared of not being able to do it? See what is her, and ask her, be what is your number one concern?
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
So that way you can gear her in the right direction.
Okay. Will do.
Cool. Gina, is that you on the phone?
Yes, it is. Yes,
hey.
It is.
Do you have
how are you?
Do you have any questions or comments?
No, I've just been listening. My biggest thing is, and my stuff has been, I don't know, I've had all this stuff, and everyone, I've been getting messages from people that I barely even know, and I feel like I get so excited that I'm talking to them and just trying to get everything in, but I've had good responses. So I just started my first group. I have 14 girls in my group.
So congrats. That's awesome.
I know, and they're all excited.
Yay.
So it's fun. So I'm oh, this is so much fun. Why was I so scared? But I need to work on the presentation, the wrapping it up type stuff, and that, but it's just going to take time. I mean, that's just going to happen, because I was so afraid, we talked probably 2 years ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for this, and now I'm
now look at you. I mean, and I love your story of how, what, you were still a coach, and now is your time. And like I told you, I think, what was it, last week or something, you have so much volume on that one leg. It's it blows my mind.
I don't even know what that means, so I'm still trying. I watch those videos and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, we'll figure that out later.
You potentially have $1,000 a week if you can grow your other leg's already.
I know, I'm kind of wishing I'd put all those other people on my other leg, but we'll see.
No,
and the other thing that freaks me out, and
sorry, go.
You may have already talked about this, is, and I don't know how to do that. And if you talk about this, I apologize. We can talk about it later. But talking to people about being a coach, a discount coach, I feel like when people say that, because a girl called me that signed up for a challenge pack. She was, and she's in, she's really excited. She goes, I have 2 more people, but I hadn't discussed the coach part of it with her at all. So I'm like, can we talk? Before I do that, I want to talk to you about these 2 other people. So, and I put the thing, she just said to me, she goes, no, I can't do that. I can only concentrate on one thing. You take them, you get credit. I just want to be a customer. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But then I feel like I probably should have addressed it differently in the beginning, but I didn't. And I get weirded out about that part.
So this person had 2 other people that she brought on?
That she's like, I'm going to bring 2 other people on. Now, they haven't. I have another group starting the 2nd and the 9th. Okay. So they're going to go in one of those groups. But I'm like, that's 2 people that you could automatically have under you. Even if you don't decide to do what I'm doing, you'd still get the credit. And you'd be getting commissions that ultimately make your Shakeology cheaper.
So is she signed up as a discount coach at all or no?
No, she just bought a challenge pack and she's on the automatic shipment for Shakeology.
I mean, just looking at where you could have done better. You mentioned you mentioned it to her, so that was a great thing. You made her aware of it. Going forward, I would have just said, like you could be, I want to put these people under you so you can make commission. You don't have to do anything. I'll do everything.
Okay. Well, that's where I got to learn that stuff, because that's where I'm totally, and that part, I don't know, freaks me out. I get the multi-level marketing thing, but there's a lot of people that don't understand it. So when I signed up under Jessica, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Because I've done Mary Kay. I know that stuff. Fine. I'll get my discount. I'm good with that. But there's people that just, it freaks them out. And that probably is my fear, where I'm going, I'm afraid to say that part. So that's where I need to work on that part.
Yeah, and just get comfortable with knowing you don't have to know all the answers. Or, in the beginning for me, like I had one of my discount coaches, Oscar, he got amazing results and people were interested. And I was treating him like I would have treated, like one of you girls, like someone that would potentially want to do this like full time or whatever. And he was like a 70-year-old man. Like he wasn't going to get this. And I should have realized that in the beginning. And I did, like towards, after I kind of tried to like train him, it wasn't obviously working. And I had to say, okay, for Oscar, I have to go at his speed, whatever works for him. So it was honestly just saying, okay, you have someone that's interested, great, send them to me. And I did everything for him. So he didn't have to learn it. He really couldn't. It didn't click, and that's fine. So you're going to have some people like that. So you can literally just take the reins and sign people up under people and do everything for them.
Get that, but I think I still get worked up about there's two charges. They're going to see two charges going through, and I feel like I have to explain that.
No, I say, listen, I say it's plain and simple.
Because I know somebody said, just do it on the app and just sign up to be a coach.
I mean, you obviously want to tell people what they're signing up for. And I say, hey, I can sign you up with the discount. I don't say discount coach because they're really not coaching. They're just getting a discount. I can sign you up with the discount. Your shakes will be 115 instead of 130. I really don't go through the whole breakdown of it because it confuses people. So
right.
the two, $15.95 plus $99, it equals $115. So I just say
right.
$115. And then if they have any questions about it afterwards, I say, yeah, that one is for the discount and this one's for your Shakeology. It still equals $115.
All right, I got to work on that. That's where I get all freaked out. I just totally get
Yeah, you just have to simplify it.
Right.
Don't make it it's not, you don't have to make it complicated, and just make it easy for people. You don't have to overwhelm them with volume and you get a right leg and a left, like that blows people's minds. So just make it.
I don't even get it.
Yeah. So just make it simple.
Okay. I'll work on that. That's my biggest thing, because I feel like I should or could have gotten some more of my people that are just signed up on auto direct.
But that's where you can say, after they've been on it for 30 days, you can go back to them and message them, or even in your challenge groups and say, hey, anybody here that wants to get a discount on their Shakeology, let me know. Or private message them and say, hey, I see, that's a
great idea.
3 weeks before or 1 week before their Shakeology is going to ship out. So they've been drinking it for 3 weeks. I'll say, hey, your shake's going to ship on November 1st. If you're going to continue, I can save you $15 each month.
Perfect. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And that's where you can say, I can sign you up with a discount. And if they have a challenge pack, if they got, signed up with a challenge pack, the coaching fee is waived. They just have to pay it first because they kind of went around it the wrong way. They just have to pay that $40 fee, and then in 2 to 3 business days, it gets reimbursed. So it really is, if you say it simple and with confidence, people will say, yeah, sure, like, why wouldn't I not want to save $15? And also think of it as, and I think I said this last week, you're doing people a disservice if you don't tell them that they can save $15. I would be pissed if somebody did not tell me I could save $15 on something that everyone else is saving on that you didn't tell me. I'd be mad.
All right. So then answer this. Like, if I say that and they say, yeah, sign me up for the discount, how do I do that for them? Is that through that app?
I would just get them on the phone and get me or Jess on the phone, and we can walk you through that. Because they would just have to go back to, they would log in to teambeachbody.com.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would sign up as as a regular coach.
Okay.
So they would go to be a coach, sign up as a coach. They wouldn't get a challenge pack again unless they wanted to. They don't have to get Shakeology again. So you go, there's like 2 screens. Like when you go to choose your challenge pack, you say, no, I don't want to sign up with a challenge pack. Next screen, it's going to show Shakeology. No, I don't want to sign up with Shakeology. Then the next screen is going to say, do you want to sign up with the $40 coaching fee? Yes. So they pay the $40 coaching fee. And then in your coach online office, there is a form that's super simple that you fill out saying that this person already got a challenge pack, and that will give them their $40 back on their credit card. And it really does go back in 2 to 3 business days. So it's very quick.
And they don't ever say, what? I don't want to be a coach. What are you doing? Like, that's what I feel like they're going to say.
And that's your own mindset. That's you projecting that on.
I know.
Yeah. So I say it with confidence, and I say, hey, you, and bring that fear up right in the beginning. Hey, I don't want you to think you have to coach with anything, because you don't. You're strictly doing this for the discount. It's going to say coach, but I promise you're not going to have to do anything. And I say, my mom is a coach, quote unquote. My mom uses a discount, and she doesn't coach at all. She just uses it to save $15 on her Shakeology, which my mom does.
And then I would say, if you get anybody, send them to me, and I'll put them under you so you get credit for them. Is that like what you do?
Sometimes I do if they have somebody. But if they don't, it really does depend on person to person. If the person is kind of weary off the bat, I won't mention that to them, because that's just something else they're kind of thinking about. But if it's somebody that's kind of on the fence about coaching, then yeah, I would mention that to them.
Okay, so if you think that they're strictly discount coach, you would just probably not put those people under them and put them under your team. But if it's someone that's like...
Yeah, if they had somebody, like, I'm just saying, if I had a discount coach and they didn't have anybody, I wouldn't bring it up. But say they're like, oh, I have 2 friends that do want to join, then I would mention it to them. Say, hey,
gotcha. Okay.
You can get this commission. We can make you a discount coach. That doesn't mean you have to do anything. I will just do all the work for you.
Perfect. Okay.
And then if
I'll try it.
Yeah, and if you don't know what to do, you just ask me and Jessica, and we'll help you with it, walk through it.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Everyone is good for tonight? Cool. So going forward, this is our last call, and I think tomorrow we just have one more post, and that's it. If you are Emerald, you can go on to our next training that's starting Monday. But everybody should be starting their challenge group going forward. So if you haven't started a challenge group yet, make sure that you are posting 2 weeks out. So I'm just looking at the calendar. Today's the 21st. So that week of the 4th, or even November 9th is a great time to start your challenge groups. And of course, we'll leave the group open. If you want to post with any questions about your challenge groups, how to invite, all of that stuff, we will help you with it. All right, thanks, ladies, for joining us tonight, and we'll catch you in the group. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.